Ring the bell, buddy. Hit the like button. It's free. It costs you nothing. I'll tell you what. Maybe I'll start paying people to hit the like button. My truck needs a good douche in the interior. Anyone want a cold chicken sandwich? I got a McChicken from McDonald's this morning and some French fries, and I ate the French fries and now I'm full. Anyways, here's old Billy Boy. Let's see if anyone wants to play. See if the notifications go out. Oh, you know what? I got my freaking tablet. I can start reading. We ain't going out, buddy. We already went out. No, we ain't going out. We ain't going out. You went out. You peed, you pooped, you did everything. You don't need to go out anymore, buddy. What is today? Today's Tuesday? No, today's Wednesday. Today's Wednesday, right, Billy? No, today's Thursday. Today's Thursday. Holy crap. Okay. Mr. Mayhem, how you doing? How's them Allstate commercials working for you? Still making money on those? How'd you like your stint in Oz? How you doing? How you doing? I think I'm gonna plan a interior detail when I go home next in 2 weeks. I think it's time to get the interior detailed. I think it's beyond my capabilities. I let it go too far, huh, Billy? Huh, Billy? But I canceled a load today. And yeah, I feel okay about it. Are you still killing it? Yeah, I'm being killed. I'm getting killed, all right. Oh, Billy Boy. My APU is blowing cold air, and it's running. They had to put an alternator in it and a new charge wire, a charge sensing wire. So, yeah, that's cool. What's up, Justin? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? But give me a minute here, and I'll tell you the story. I'll tell you the story of why I canceled a load. I can't believe I haven't got one like. Unbelievable. Not even from Melissa. Melissa, you ain't even gonna like my video? God, make me money. You make me money, woman. Oh, yeah, that's right, Melissa. I meant to call you and tell you about what happened with the load. The load I was picking up and going towards Dallas with, I canceled it. Which I'm kind of glad I did, because this load delivers Saturday, so I'll still be able to get a 34 in, and it sets me up in a good area, and it was paying extremely well. Holland Bones, what's happening, man? What's up, man? You still out here trucking? Been following since you were training? Well, right the fuck on, man. Hell yeah. I like to hear that. I'm still out here, still plugging away, man. Still plugging away. Working at Landstar. Or should I say working with Landstar. You don't actually work at Landstar, and you don't work for Landstar. I'm working with Landstar. They really let you know, you're not our employee, just an FYI. You don't work for us. Surprised you're still out with you being that close to home. Ah, that's funny, Peterbilt, because I was looking at a load that picked up in Shreveport this morning. I mean, picked up in Houston this morning, going to Shreveport, that delivered tomorrow. It was a hazmat load. And I'm like, you know what, I think I'll take that load, and if I can't find a load, I'll just go home. I'll only be 3 hours from the house. But it was a good, decent paying load, but I knew, no, you'll go home. You'll find a reason not to find a load, and you'll go home. So I didn't take that load. I ended up deciding, forget looking for, because I was trying to find a load that picked up today, delivered tomorrow, so I can get another load that picked up Friday and then delivers Monday or throughout the weekend. But that was the only load that really made sense to do, other than the one I canceled. And so I decided, you know what, let me look at some longer runs, and I couldn't, this load is paying like a hazmat load. It's actually not. It's paint thinner, but it's non-regulated paint thinner. It's not hazmat paint thinner, so it must not be the flammable kind of paint thinner. So yeah, it pays great. It sets me up to get a Kubota load if they have one on Monday, which I'm waiting to hear back from him. Yeah, but what are you gonna do, man? What are you gonna do? So here's what happened with the load, why I canceled it. One, I booked the load in haste yesterday at about 4 o'clock, going, if I don't find the load, I'm not gonna, find nothing. So it was a 270-mile run. It picked up here in Houston and delivered about 30 miles from Fort Worth. It paid okay for a short run. It was a hazmat load, and it picked up at 1 o'clock. And I already didn't want to pick something up at 1 o'clock because the only truck stop nearby was a 50 space Love's. So if I picked it up at 1, get there 4 or 5, 6 o'clock at night, whatever, 7 o'clock at night, am I going to be able to find parking? If not, I could drive 36 miles to the Dallas yard and pull the old I have a hazmat load limit. But that's 70 miles out of route. So it makes that decent paying load pay like shit. So I'm like, I'm not doing that. And there's really no truck stops. So I looked at a few truck stops within 50 miles of the place going there, and I was going to just try to find parking. And I figured worst case scenario, I'll have to go to Love's and I'll just have to sit there and hope something opens up. And if not, I'll just sit up all night moving my truck around, because that's trucking. It happens. So this morning I decided to call to see if I could pick up the load early. I give the lady the load number, and she's like, "That load, that's the load number for 1 o'clock." Oh, I told her it picks up at 1:30 because that's what the rate con said. She goes, "We don't have loads that pick up on the half hour." She goes, "It's either 1, 2, 3, 4, so on." So she goes, "I'm looking for a load number at 1 o'clock. It would be a 4. Da-da-da." I said, "Well, I got this load number." She goes, "That picks up at 3 o'clock. I said, "Okay, cool. So you can't do it early?" She goes, "No, we can't load you early." She goes, "Well, you can try to come." She goes, "But chances are we're not going to be able to load you early." I said, "Okay." So I called the agent, and I'm like, "Bro, this says it's a 3 o'clock appointment." "Oh, man, they must have switched it. I'm like, in my mind, I'm thinking, yeah, whatever, because their load numbers are for what time the load is. And I'm like, he goes, "Let me find out what's going on." I said, "Okay." I go, "Because I'm not good with the 3 o'clock pickup." He goes, "Oh, so if it picks up at 3 o'clock, you want to cancel the load?" I said, "Yeah." He says, "Okay." And he hung up. And all of a sudden, I clicked on my freight bill, and boom, it was gone. So he just pulled me off the load. So he knew it was 3 o'clock. He was doing the old, let me see what's going on, and he was gonna just go about his business throughout the day. So here's why I did that. I didn't just wait till 3 o'clock. One, after I picked the load, I felt I shouldn't have. I should have waited until today because it wasn't that good of a load for the nightmare. Two, reading the reviews of the receiver was going to be an absolute shit show nightmare, and I wasn't happy about that. Tight docks, big trucks shouldn't be here. Watch out, it's very easy to rip your doors off when you're backing into the dock. It's really made for roll-up doors, not swing doors. Said as yada yada yada. And with the parking situation and all that, now that I could Google the place, oh yeah, I was like, nah, forget it. I'm good with canceling. So yeah, so they canceled it, no problem, and I got this load, which ended up paying way more per mile, and no, not more per mile. It paid more per day. Not really. It paid a little less per mile, but it's over $2 a mile. So I'm not going to complain about that going to Georgia. And the weird thing is, check this out. Let me run this by you. This was very bizarre. When I seen this load, I was like, damn, it's paying about $500 more. then the load going to that area pays. What's up with that? You know, maybe it's hazmat or something. So I call on it and I go, hey, is this load available? And he goes, yeah. And the one thing I didn't do is normally I always say, hey, this is David, I'm a Landstar BCO. Is the load going from such and such, such and such available? This time I called and I just said, hey man, I'm looking at a load you have posted up going from here to here. Is it available? He came back, he said, yeah, and he read off where it picks up and where it delivers and the times. And then he said that load's paying, you know, X amount of dollars. Bro, it's listed on the board for $550 more than that. He's like, really? What board is that? I said, on the Landstar board. He said, oh, are you a Landstar BCO? I said, yeah. He said, hold on. And he came back and he said, yeah, and now he gave me that. So apparently, I guess that load was on the regular spot market for $550 less. Because once I told him I was a Landstar BCO, it came back at that $550 more. So that was kind of weird. But it was a good load. I got the load. I'm sitting in the dock. They haven't started loading me yet, but I was here an hour early, so I'm not going to complain too much about it. And yeah, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. So what are you guys up to? Let's see if anyone had anything to say about this. Sup, man? You still okay? Got that. What happened? Melissa said, I explained it. Surprised you were still out with you being okay. Got that. Melissa's bitching about me making money. Okay, okay. Lucas is imitating Jeremy. What's up, flatbed trucker? How you doing, my man? Lucas says, Melissa, he needs to make money. He hasn't paid me in a while either. Shut up. Good morning, Peyton. How you doing? How you doing? Lucas, he's coming home in 2 weeks. When y'all coming down? Got into a dispute with home about my 1 hour of detention request. Dude refused to bill the customer. Really? I've got 10 hours of detention on that last load, so hopefully they bill the customer okay. I'm definitely going to be writing it down and checking in on it. Oh, HMD agency. Okay. I wonder why he didn't feel the need to get paid for that detention. In all honesty, Alex, an hour detention, I would probably write it off and just say, you know what, it ain't worth the argument. I know it's, you know, money's money, but sometimes if it's under like 50 bucks and it doesn't happen a lot and there's no, sometimes principle gets in the way and it's like, I don't care for 2 cents, it's the principle of the matter. But sometimes it's just not worth the headache. Got a good night's sleep last night. I slept 12 freaking hours last night. 12 hours I slept, roughly. Probably 11 hours with, you know, waking up and whatnot. But, yeah, we're going to say I slept 10 plus hours last night. Unfucking, that's how tired I was. I mean, well, I was up for like 3 days, man. I was like a freaking meth head tweaker. That was wild, the way that things just played out. That's the other reason I wasn't looking forward to being up all night to deliver that other load. This load delivers... Oh, did I feel the dock? I think I just felt the dock plate. This load delivers on Saturday at 11 a.m., which means I can get shut down by, say, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, which would put me 3 Sunday, 1 o'clock in the morning on Monday. I'll have a 34 in, so I'll even get a 34. So I'm not, and Monday morning I'll be ready to roll first thing. It just sucks that I don't see anything for Monday that I'm liking so far yet. You got to go to Kentucky, right on. Kentucky's a good place. When you head back out west or to the Northwest Spring Country, dude, I'll tell you, one, I don't go to the Northwest. That's not going to happen. But two, there was some Shreveport, there were some good ass paying loads going to California. I'm wondering about the whole carb compliance thing. You can buy some device you put on your truck for $269 a year. It makes you carb compliant. You don't have to go get inspected. I wonder if that would be worth doing. But then what makes a trailer carb compliant? I mean, do you have to have trailer skirts? Because I used to take my EOS trailer to California all the time and it had no skirts. Yeah, the rates look terrible the past couple weeks, yeah. Hey, Peterbilt, Lucas wants to know if you're going to the lube or the state. Do it, I did it all the time, I ain't scared. Yeah, but see, I don't need no stupid ticket. And what kind of ticket is that going to be? Are they going to put you out of service and then have you pay somebody to come to the truck stop and certify you? I mean, to the weigh station? I don't need that headache. I'm not a big gambler when it comes to that kind of shit. I'm not a do it and then ask for forgiveness kind of guy. I'm ask for permission. I got a lot of hazmat totes. I think I'm getting boxes, palletized boxes, like 1 gallon cans of paint thinner and the pint cans. Because when he seen where I was going, he's like, "Oh, that's your load right there, back in the door, such and such." But you had to park on the street out here. You had to park on the street out here to check in. I was like, hopefully nobody does the old Landstar sit and duck thing. And then you had to back in off the street right there, which was not a big deal. But it's like, I can only imagine a Landstar driver driving by. And it's funny, the street view of this place has a Landstar truck pulled in here. Hey, Landstar, there's a truck parked on the street. You need your wrench back. Why did I tell you? Well, you had a wrench? When did you change your name or something? I'm just gonna play it stupid. Say, well, I run deaf. Wait. I'm just gonna play it stupid. Well, I run deaf. What more do you want from me? Ignorance is no excuse for the law. That never. When you play stupid, it just makes them want to F you harder. Yeah, I don't know who Mr. Mayhem is either. I'm trying to think. I don't remember Mr. Mayhem. Dun dun dun. Oh, they're done loading the guy to the right of me. Maybe they'll start on me. I think they're loading the guy to the left of me, which he was sitting here first, so I can see that. Oh, fucking wombats. Dude, why'd you change your name? Oh, the alternator went out on it. F California laws. Yeah, I say the same thing, but you know what? When the freight's paying, what are you gonna do? I mean, what are you gonna do, man? You gotta chase the money nowadays. You don't get to chase the lanes, you gotta chase the money. But I wish money was so good that you could chase the lanes instead of the money. You know, pick your own lane you want to run and stay in it. I mean, that's what I've been doing. Oh, you know what? I was just telling Jeremy this earlier. I've opened up the whole Midwest, and there hasn't been loads going up. You know, coming out of Houston, there was like 1 load going to Ohio, 2 loads going to Kansas. There was 1 load going to Michigan, and I think a load going to Nebraska, and they didn't really pay that good at all. I mean, they weren't paying any better than staying south. It's like, what the hell's going on? You know, I thought going up north is supposed to get you better. Now, maybe the freight coming out is better, but I don't know. The only reason I've run California is because I got that one agent. Which is all the more reason why you should become CARB compliant. I mean, $269 a year and you don't have to go and get tests and all that shit. That's worth it to me. I watched your Prime trainer before I joined Prime a year ago. You watched my Prime trainer. My Prime trainer doesn't do videos. But you joined Prime a year ago, right on. Prime time. I was just telling Jeremy too. If I could stay south in the wintertime, I would oh, Prime Video, okay. I would probably, just for the ease of things, go back to Prime and just say screw it. And when I say the ease of things, one, you're going to make a trade-off. You're going to trade off sitting at shipper and receiver for easy backs. I mean, at Prime, 99% of your backing is simple, you know, because it's big warehouses and stuff. Not these tight little streets. 2, you got a lot of support at Prime. 3, a really good fuel discount. But you're micromanaged for sure. And, you know, you're, as far as, you know, yeah, if you're leased, you're not forced dispatch, but you're OTR, which means you better, you know what, we're going to run you all over the place. And if you keep trying to, you know, fuck around, you're going to find out. So, I don't mind. I mean, I like Landstar. I just don't think we're making enough money for what we have to do here. And when I say what we have to do, we have to, you know, the actual driving through this bullshit. I mean, you should see the size of these 2 roads I had to come in off of. They're small as shit. Every time I deliver into Louisiana, I'm at some shitty shipper receiver where you can barely get on the road, barely back in. One of the loads I picked up, after I got the load, the agent told me I have to print out this email. I printed it out and sign it and then send her, you know, take it into the shipping office. It literally said that you have to know how to blindside back to get on their property. It's like, what the fuck? And sure enough, it was a blindside back. The lucky thing was there was 2 docks and no other trucks in the dock. Although you had to stay within certain parameters because there was a drop off and you'll get hung up on it and it'll make your landing gear get hung up. So they're like, whatever you do, don't do this, or you're going to get stuck and you'll have to have a tow truck come and pull you out. So it was like, not only you want me to blindside, but you want me to have to blindside in a specific area. You're going to wait to see what Trump does with all this? Trump, I mean, I highly doubt Trump's going to do anything with the California thing. What does he care? That's you know, like Trump doing the Gulf of America bullshit. Let's drop all that nonsense. We got big fish to fry. I don't care if it's Gulf of Mexico, Gulf of America, Gulf of your mama. I don't care. Let's bring down the price of food. Let's bring down the price of fuel. Let's do something with taxes. I ain't got time to argue about what the name of anything is. I ain't got time to argue about the nonsense shit. Let's get into real issues. Let's deal with real issues. Things that make our lives better. Give a shit about whether it's called God. That's all you see on Facebook is, oh my God, Trump's so retarded. He thinks he can just change the people. He thinks he can just change history books. Oh, like when you guys tore down all the statues and got rid of the name of everything and, you know, Aunt Jemima and all this shit. I ain't got time to fry those fishes, baby. I'm worried about the cost of fuel. I've seen, now with Landstar's discounts, it hasn't been this, but I've seen TAs while I'm driving down the road advertising $5 a gallon again. It's like, what the fuck? I was at a TA, it was $5.21 a gallon. I think I paid $2.78 with the Landstar discount. But it's like, what the hell is going on? Did hear drive-in backs are more difficult. Yeah, they definitely are, because it's a lot of these little, you know, it's a lot of these lifters, these little plants. David, if you ever start thinking about going back to Prime, I want you to rewatch the video of why you left. Lucas, let's just go back to Prime. Why don't we both go to Prime? We'll team. Go get yourself a lease there. I'll park my truck for a couple years until rates go up, and we'll team your truck. Just give me a flat $1,000 a week, and we're good. After taxes. So you'll have to give me about I don't know, $1,400 gross. Don't think I haven't thought about it. I'm trying to figure out how to say your name. Vegismo Zeus. Vegimal Zeus. How do you pronounce your name? Vegismo? No, it's Vegimal. Fuck. Who's gonna be the inside spoon and who's gonna be the outside spoon? Well, I think we'll just get the bunks, and, you know, not share a bed. Shay, that's tempting. I wish I knew more about that. Rates are, yeah. The only problem is, Lucas, is there's no 12 and 14 hour breaks, boy. You're 10-hour breaks up, you're rolling. There ain't none of this 12, 14 hour sleep breaks. No, man, run 9.5 hours, 9.5 hours, a 30-minute break, and swap. Although with Prime, you probably they have so much time on their loads. No, that's what the upper bunk's for, guys. Upper bunk right there. Oh, but Billy hates you. How would you get on the truck? Billy be fucking biting your ass. Billy will be treating you like he treats Melissa. Cold French fries. Not good. Back to the trash can. It's Prime, sure there is. Nah, see, Billy will get over it real quick, yeah, because you'll be an ass to him. Nah, Billy's my baby boy. Billy, you my baby boy? Billy. Yo, Billy, you my baby boy? Huh? Make the bed, buddy. Why are you on my sheet? Why are you on my sheet? You're supposed to be on top of the blanket. You nasty little fucker. I usually spread my blanket out on my bed because I don't want him on my sheet. I usually have a big towel laying across the bed for him. No, I wouldn't be mean. I'd love on him. He'll give up. Nah, Billy don't give up. Jeremy's tried. Hell, and Billy don't even like Melissa half the time. Well, he likes her until she wants my attention. Once Melissa wants my attention, then Billy hates her guts. Billy hates her guts. He's like, what the fuck? But you kind of can't blame him. He's used to, he's used to being, around me, sleeping on my bed and everything. And then when we go home, Melissa pretty much doesn't allow me to be near Billy. I get a little bit of time here and there to love on him because I told her, hey man, he has to have love in each day. I can't just ignore him the whole time I'm home. He's used to it. But for the most part, he's on his own. Anyways, I'm going to let you guys go because I'm just going to. No one's talking except Lucas, and I'm done rambling. My throat hurts. I forgot my exit speech, so I'm going to just go like this. Dink, dink.